mami ensuo krojen ya chese boa doctor for ehye nkran se anya ye kra da mu ni nyina mu de ye nom ensuo nkoto maako wotwe na wanom kra wo de so fikete so a special ice bottle ne baako de esu mpa ho no na fo watam na wanom bo se be se na wotwe na wodunso ya we ni nyina aba besin for a good day ebutafo yemfa ensem no emram na ne kasebonum obehwe se se de ye sesen Ghana fo aso afo abede kire ye ombekọ akoye adwuma ene wo mu ministers ene wo mu hyase veteran of deputy ministers ye do beko appointment committee na nim na me akwakoye se de wo mu adwuma na ahyase ete efa sanso ena aso afo a wono ene wo hwe enwuma ene adantie unsem se ye aseso bo ache ahyase ekwapo bo akotwe abanwuma wa atoye mantem se de obehu kwanpa ombefa so na adwuma nyina etumi akọ animene ye the community watch ebebra me yakomi am district adanse ne amanse ne beko amanse central chese the whole district quota ba akokora eni ho nanso ye wo MP DC for ya wo matena konwa so opepepepepe ene wo nyina ate ho enso ayi quota akora no ebi ne wonom ye behwe na oboate de wo mtan rules no eguso a wo mo eye ye nuanom a wo mo te motorway kwan no so animal husbandry potem ho ba bia affordable housing no watch say nyanom wo mo de wo mo ka Ghana ho ana wo mo tenkran pa o enso kwan money ana ekum wo mo enu nyina ye kaboma UTV area print be kasebo ene de ebebro e fra me vim lady Afia Pokua fe emfa kasebo no emu chechemu ento aso emamo ye hye kasebo no asene ye hye kasebo no asene ye hwe se asoafo be de kire a wo mo ene beko akoye adwuma se deputy ministers wo mo na wo masoafo ebeko akoye wo adwuma no wo mo vetin a ye hwe asesen wo mu a appointment committee ene ye de se adwuma na amom no eno ho nsem etesen ye nsa kan ama no bofo mo parliament ye de ho de ebebrem no mo ye nko minister works and housing yera Francis Asenso Boache wana obeka ya o mampani yi no so nkokohwe enwuma ehso no wo hwe aprobo ewo ye atoe mantem wodi kan akotema akwohwe affordable housing akosagle minum ne ade nyina nti wodi wodi nani kwa akwohwe atoe mantem ahwe enwuma aban agya obehwe na aban ne sesape ne ye gya ni nyina mana ka ruom na ase ne so ye o mani sika no se de akwakosie no hu kwan pa obeboa amenwuma no etimi akoso ye beko Francis Asenso Boache sem no eso mame sanfa nko parliament appointment committee ne nkohwe appointment committee no deputy minister say yes sen wo mu no so nsem no o metime yi ano ana onim say ene openikese a oba minister of state a won na ekwa kwhwe o meti kasem entutu eso ye redubo ahene ansa na obekọ committee na nim kra na NDC amenyoko no wo mpanifo akadada se papa yi na dwuma nso ani na wo de brofo kase bi ebeto wo se conflict of interest sanse adwuma na nka oda no wo mo ne aban ye katasu mamua so enwuma mi outunu se ye de wo mo beya mo abe minister of state ya ye wonchendi ene wo mo ebeye wo mo chese odu appointment committee na nim a sansem ne wo mammi no papa ya ni nyino mbebusa no se wo mo hwe no wo nya obi o ye papa wo mbeyi no edne fro no ma yewra dongo kra se be kra nka appointment committee no mo soso no so kra ye nko appointment committee na nim ye nko hwe vetting process no yewra dubo ahen
apply to be primary dealers and bond market specialists. Your firm applied and has been selected. So as you speak, your firm is one of the investment advisors to the Ministry of Finance. Is that not correct?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, that was what the whole discussion we're having. And the question was in relation to prior to this, had we ever done business with government? That's when I said no. And this whole issue was what Adongo was referring to, which is what you said, which is the bond market specialist. So that was what we were discussing, and we're discussing whether there was a conflict of interest in the situation.
So are you implying that your company has not been functioning in this capacity with the ministry until this notice?
Exactly. This was the first time.
Okay.
Could just address Adongo well, the honorable member for Bolga, or
my apologies, Mr.
Just
Chairman.
Adongo walking like that is not good.
I'm sorry. Honorable member for Bolga. I apologize.
Now, because you referred to the honorable member for Bolga Tanga, I also want to refer to some of the statements that he has made in respect to this particular issue. He expressed some fear that based on this, now you're moving into the Ministry of Finance as a minister. And as a Minister of Finance, you know, you sit on the board of Bank of Ghana. Is that not correct?
I don't know if I'll be reappointed, but it's possible.
Okay. So based on that, your company has been selected to serve as investment advisor to the ministry. And you're also going to the ministry as the minister.
He has explained that his company is not an advisor. So let's not go back there.
Mr. Chairman, because you left, I think there's a new development here. The company is an advisor to the ministry. That is a fact.
It's a bond market specialist.
Mr. Chairman, I have the notice here, and the notice is very specific. From Bank of Ghana, it's notice to the public. Let me show it to Mr. Speaker. I've read it. Yeah. I'm reading from the second table. The following institutions out of the PDs, primary dealers, have been selected as bond market specialists for the issuance of government bonds through the book building processes. International banks, Stanbic, local banks, GCB Bank, investment advisory firms, Blackstar Brokerage Limited. And that's what I'm saying. And the question I'm posing now is that now he's heading to the ministry. He's going to the ministry as a minister of state.
Mr. Chairman, sorry, if I may clarify, the investment advisory firm there is with a description of the type of firm that it is. The role they are playing is in the header, where it says the following institutions out of the primary dealers have been selected as bond market specialists for the issuance of government bonds. So that's the role they are playing. But they are historically investment advisory firms. That's how they are captured under their license.
The bond market specialist is to advise the ministry on bond matters. That is the work. On bond matters, matters relating to bond. That is what the bond specialist is supposed to do. And therefore, you cannot say that because the firm has been selected as a bond market specialist, that firm is not serving as an advisory firm to the ministry. It's an advisory firm to the ministry by virtue of having been selected as bond market specialist to the ministry.
Please proceed with your question.
Mr. Chairman, are you clear with that?
I don't agree with your interpretation, but proceed with your question.
What exactly is the work of the bond market specialist to the ministry?
The responsibility of the bond market specialist is to go out and sell bonds, government bonds to investors for a commission.
For a commission?
To market and sell bonds to.
Who determines the commission for the bond market specialist?
The commission is, as already stated, it was there and has been there prior to the engagement, because the bond issuance is a process that was started by Mr. Setekpe back in I don't know, it was in the previous government.
So if somebody says that the Minister of Finance, after having the approval and subsequently appointed by the President, somebody states that by virtue of your appointment you have awarded contract to yourself, would you dispute that?
Mr. Chairman, it's very important that I state categorically that I resigned from the board and from the management of Blackstar Advisors at the beginning of 2017. Since then, I've never stepped into that office. I don't involve myself in any of their business dealings or what goes on there. In fact, I didn't even know they had applied for this. So I don't think that will be an accurate description of what goes on if somebody was to say that.
In the absence of the minister, you acted as the Minister of Finance.
I acted as the President's representative.
For the banks and non-banks to apply as primary dealers and then bond market specialists was issued during that time.
I believe so, but I believe it was issued by Bank of Ghana. Yes, please.
The notice indicates that the Ministry of Finance did that. The notice states.
If you notice, it's a Bank of Ghana letterhead on the notice.
After undertaking a review of the primary dealer system, the Ministry of Finance invited banks and non-banks to apply. So it didn't come from Bank of Ghana, from the Ministry of Finance under your watch.
My mistake.
As a caretaker.
My mistake, Mr. Chairman. But I didn't know about it. I wasn't involved in the process. It's handled at the director level or below.
Now, when you were the president's representative, this thing happened, but you didn't know. Is that what you're telling the committee?
Mr. Chairman, the Ministry of Finance, there's a lot going on in the Ministry of Finance, and there are a lot of things that are handled at the director level and below. This is a normal, typical procedure that is conducted towards the engagement of bond market specialists or transaction advisors. That goes on without, what the main thing is to make sure that public procurement is involved, and that, you follow the right procedures in the procurement process.
So even when your own firm was applying, you didn't know?
Eric, you're entitled to 3, but you're going on. If you're going to...
Because the majority side is not here, we can
Please, we haven't changed the rules.
I was having more baby way a veteran echo so as well for Bedechira. Womo ebekwa koye adwuma ewo ministries anaso ya wodo no yewra edubon ye Minister of State ewo Ministry of Finance eho and appointment committee ne ehwa asese no so wo sefata ansa na omatimi ne na ye adwuma no ho vetting ene ekoso no enche bia de aka ne nyina so beso so ewo ye ensefufo mu ne nyina ewo UTV na ho na wo mu busa no conflict of interest efa Black Star Line adwuma ko bia cheso na olte board ne so na breso na wo ministry ho no ye ma wo mu contract ho and honorable Eson Aye Eshe Ewono. Yanko asoye hwe enwuma eso Yewra Francis Asante Buache eneda ano na ukai se oba ye waya probo akwa hwe affordable housing project ni nwuma a ehya aban ase a hwe no na ye gya ni nyina na eye atete apansam no sese wodne ni kire atoe mantel se ho so wokohwe se de ba ni nyina ebetimi ayisa se Ghana Maitika enisi ama aban dwuma bia no esei ana atete pansam.
I started the tour of Western region today, and I've had the opportunity to visit 2 defense projects. The Abuaji Sea Defense Project and Amanfukuma Sea Defense Project. And I must say that so far I'm impressed with the quality of work done by the contractors. The visit has given me the opportunity to see at first hand progress of work, and I am comparing it with the reports that I've been receiving at the office. And it has also afforded me the opportunity to interact with key stakeholders in the various communities, including the traditional rulers and the residents. Key amongst them is the fisher folks, who are direct beneficiaries of these projects. Sea Defense Project have many objectives. One is to protect lives, protect properties, protect livelihoods. It also helps to enhance socio-economic activities in the area. In this case, fishing activities, which is the mainstay of the economy around the coastal communities. And we went to Abuazi, we came here, and they are even suggesting that there's some variations that we need to consider that will help enhance fishing activities. And that's one of the reasons why I'm very excited that I was able to come, because it helps me to go back to the office and help, raise funds as the consultants redesign the projects to meet the changing needs of the people, of the fisher force. And so I'm very happy that I came, and we continue the talk tomorrow. Will take me to the Hunter part of the region and the Nzima part of the region, where the other sea defense projects are going on.
Ebusafo ye to akase bono so ne efiri atoye na afa ya ba eye enkraha. Ekwo bi de World Skills Ghana, wo mo ne jama aban na kan bom ama wo mo de wo sa hye entiase apama na se memorandum of understanding bia. Wo mbe ye ntete ne nsa no dwuma e de ama mabu na wo Ghana say Ghana for e mabu na so aye hye pa dwuma ni ho obi anso padwuma ayo.
World Skills International eyukua ewo wiase afa na nyina omo ema ensanodwuma afenso omo dandan nipa etiti nipa managina ne naiso eye mentorship no ebi na emfiempim mienu ani edu enkru 2019 osana boshumi mekire August ewo Russia mem eno moje Ghana eka ekuo ne ho nyakopon eye adoma emfiempim mienu ani eduonu ba kwin omo enhie mu kase no eba so ewo enkran empenifo akasa ede afa se.
So for us it's very important to tell you it is not a partnership where one is the learner and the other one is the teacher. We are working on the same level. For us in Ghana, they have a lot of skills. Maybe they lack from material, from quality of material. They don't have all the tools, but they have the experience. So we like to help them based on what is available here in Ghana, and then bring them in the way of thinking and bring them up step by step. It is not the idea to come in with all whatever resources we can bring. Our thinking is it's more helpful to help them to know how to do. We learn them how to do, and then they can decide what they need and where they have to go. And for that, we need all stakeholders.
Abusiafo ye free honom na afa ya call baby for yenko community watch nim eno eye kasebo efa nkronto brono ene nkronkuma wodro so ne brono bia ya wote so eto de bia empuntuo ye enu nti woto aba no wonsa enkan ene ye de ani che amanse central mensi no emu ene ene che se mia medium ene ye duru ho ye kwa Jakobu na amanse central district kese pa president kufo abreso no wo mote na nke hye bekwa yase ene ye ti free bekwa yase na afedi ababe district ana mensi a wono ade ne ho a wono awo ne MC ana DC a woda ano nenso chese mpuntuo de abo mo te se de adwoso abo akokọ no udu amanse central ne kuro pon ye Jakobu kura mu a chese kota ye de kota akra ka kwan ye de kota agusu kura bi ni ho enti ude toto bekwaya enu se ekuro kese ana aboase ye aboase kra de omugya aboase foja ye na nanu ya ye se ye boase town road square ne contractor ekura ni sika so enti ono so agya adwumadie na wanye ne se ne wosi wo no chese se Jakobu de adane ekura se kra enya asem keto akra yamane boni Steven Setre eko eye Jakobu eko hwe se na Jakobu mponiye na ni nkro nkuma awodo akatsafo akonom ne ade de ne empuntuo de gise Yesu ba ansa na omonye bi ewo so moto aba mo chese enye ne wo mato aba ma MPP saa Steven Setre awie ye mo ha
ya na me nua ba Afia
na de wa ko Jakobu wa ko hwe se de o manfo no su se wo mo pekota etesen twamfoni ni che ansa na de nkofo no kan ye de ato aso
wa Afia me dan say na senia na wo kanu anu ade betuma ka se the whole day no eye Jakobu Amansia Central e was Santimantem meho ana UTV na yibutiu na Afia ye du krom ho no ai nim se Jakobu na district capital no ai nkro be se 240 ana hye na se no na obi a wo kan kro bia no baka se na emu oya enso na amukonnem ebise kono be se afi eni meka kwani abra omu former MP yewu nkroma jima efri mu no ene entem so na president ebe ye ni bi so mo tire se ene omu ye Jakobu akwan omu ko fa contractor bi baaye Afia na me ko du ho no senia contractor na si adwi akwan no eden bi okra wo hwe mfoni ya wa hwe beka se ya abro sign so da bi dantia ye dwi former na dan hange soro oje nwa se sa dipa omufie ni den pa do mutibi kofie wa na enwanwa kese monka contractor no so agya adwuma no asese ni mfidie bibia de afiri ho a kese ni aka ne de dunia ba aka na de mu ayya maami bi a osori ahomate na wɔkɔ akeka awurade asɛm ɛkɔtɔ amna ɛnko ne baako mu esi a yɛkɛsɛ abewie no kɔmfo anɔkye sɛ schoolfoɔ nkɔda baabi wɔ no ma gye sɛ ɔmo kɔ nwan ya ansa no matumi akosi baabi a ɔmo kɔ
se sache me pa cho nyabocha ma mpese we de wunya abotire kukom ma me pa sache de ko bude ɛhɔ na mpapa da enti kwan mo ne headquarters MC no do to biri ene MC fufuro no omo ye beka wa se ma yenko president homra MT adwumadi sonko a wo mo kɔ so shareholders conference wo mo kɔ so no o mampani seselesi na danko kufuado e wase ya wo kase mfa o mampani na fe yensan kɔ Jakobo Amase Central Wasante Mante.
The South African High Commissioner to Ghana and other members of the diplomatic corps, traditional rulers, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be here with you to commemorate the 25th anniversary of MTN's entry into Ghana's telecommunications market. Last week, I had the honor of meeting in Pretoria the President of the Republic of South Africa, His Excellency Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, who was in his other life a past chairperson of the board of MTN. He continues to express keen interest in the development of MTN and asked me to extend to you his best wishes for your anniversary and for your future. South African multinational MTN is a model for emulation by other African companies, including those from Ghana. It is further proof, if any were needed, that we in Africa have the capability to oversee our own social and economic transformation. 25 years is a significant milestone, worthy of acknowledgement and commendation, considering the fact that MTN came from being in a distant third position when it acquired Scancom in 1996 to becoming the market leader in Ghana, having currently the highest number of voice and data subscribers in a very competitive sector. This is indeed an impressive performance. I am an ardent believer in the private sector's ability to make a major contribution to economic development, especially the drive and innovation needed to promote employment, ultimately accelerate economic growth. My government is committed to transforming Ghana into a digital economy. And I'm encouraged in this regard when the private sector invests in information and communications technology to support government's policy of making ICT accessible to every Ghanaian. MTN has been an exceptionally able partner in this regard. It has been consistent in creating and deploying innovative technologies, products, and services in Ghana over the years, in accordance with global standards and trends, and has helped sustain investment in the country. From being the first to introduce GSM technology in Ghana, to launching commercially 2G, 3G, and 4G LTE mobile generations of technology, mobile money, pioneering the use of mobile money for IPO subscriptions on the Ghana Stock Exchange, amongst others. MTN has carried its subscribers along this positive evolution. Your slogan, "Everywhere you go," says it all, and I'm happy to note that you're living up to it.
So MTN subscribers ne shareholders for nhye musronko a ekoso a omanpani excellency na nadanko ekufuado kasa e wase a wo bo MTN fo abaso na wo san kase MTN so eka eye omanpani agenda no ho ana ne botaye ne nisu ade hu ne se obeda ne Ghana na aye oman a ye be bibia abefo kwan so ana digital enuti e na wo bo MTN fo abaso ye besan ko ne mum ma me san fa nko ye community watch ye mpotem eni nkura wodo so mpunti ho nsem ya ye kana ye de ani ekwotre amanse central na hin kro Jacobu mu achese kwanfun enso omo te kro no so chese wo mato aba nyene na 1950 years ntokwa kase BC Jacobu na ka Jacobu de ka ye mema kro pa na district capital mpo na kwanfun nie na ye bekonu nkrase ase de steve eche mu no ye wo nkro maako ba hanu na wo achire ene mu capital ni de ene chese se ne wa hwe yese MP da bi owu ye 19 kojo hoho na breso o ene ye bedwiri kwan no sise ene besi ne ye nye ye Steven me sa mu akwa ba bi o
kama je osumi ni aba
Steven na da wase pa abo abaso Jacobu asemi a wakan de ya kan ya na MP ene DC wo se na fa evidence bra evidence na da ho no chese wo kro no mu no chese district capital ye Jacobu no uhun ko ta ba ko do wani atwatwa hwai ehun kota ba akokra wa Jacobu
Afia me say me bombodi din kan kotwa police station tu hu Jacobu police station district police station anyway ana me say kotwa hospital road ana me kotwa education road enti road bia e kom madwa yi bia wa Jacobu bia no ana betwa betu TV so no we dey yesi book don't tell lies men hu ba bia enu na metwa da betu so no na mo mu free baby o do to be bang wo kakra fia eko eye fiankuma kwa ne so no ana bahu kotari tia bi se ye dia sawo eno kwa no ka se wo nante a mfa nse be sima mienu na wanante so awie enti e bia se wo pe kotari ade atra kwala de dia ise ne odinu ko gina o do to be bang no na wo nante be se sima mienu dinu ko duru fiankuma ko ekwan ne so wo ana hoibu kota kakra enso numpo no asase ye tutuo
oh enti sebe minim se vice adwuma so ekoso wo adanse amanse je gold wa yetu Ghana ha no emu fa kese no ho ne yetu no ana galamsefo no ne ade for small scale for bebre wo mu Jacobu eni nkura na ase ne ade enti sa mines sika no ne ade ne ho royalties DC na nkasa obusa no wo senti wo no hu de shit no ne fa na wo district one awie wuo no district kasi adane okay manwana
this is ayana no ya wode ya ode abeto assembly members yani say contract on the adwuma ne man no ana wadi omu hwamo enti watemneti we jam this am na temneti contract no enti omu ba we packaging na omo sa ade ama enti e bia yen hwese waken sa appear on the first address me ebia we di omde ose ba yoya na bikonya akwanya emma mikosia na Jacobu hine na posu kodwablim the second ene ni mpanimfo ene mabunu ni ade sie okromu wono na di nka akasa ye na otu hwe na kasa na nanimu a na chese na wi aho papa a tesi ampo this year ba ye betu a this year ye beyi omampanyi se na namonka bi na omo ise da hu sa so asi anaso obenti ana omo nka bi ebise o so omo adi nka nyina yon 419 wasi obi abo beka asem doko enso ehun sunso ayen na yehu no ewo TVC o nana se emponkomu to omato omo nsa empe bebre senka DC ni mpomra omashe no meka ne yekoso potipa na namu hu se so edie pa na ekoso ewo Jacobu oma ya Pascala no mo so mampani na dan kwakupu ado ba yie wo ho nansi ane abeto abai na nam so mani wi papa vise na dan kwakupu ado si kromu na ka so de bae no ba ko ekoto amrem na se ye enti na natie ye na se empredo do bedi yes na mbie na no ankasa aje kwa na anya bi sabi nka obi akwa ye die anka ya hwekwa nka beta o mampanyizem kakra omusi na ankasa wote ye na se ya no bonza na osore koye na namu chese sa de na ha wo mu ejere na da goku boadu mpo ba Jakubo hu de Jakubo kuro na ye no na namo ani wuma omanpani ni anye ho nanso hwan ana mo ka kire no ka bi hwan pa no mdo wasem tu omani so mo de on so mo de subuo ni nyina ebo amanyofo ewo Jakubo se Jakubo yankoye nyina wa efi amanyofo ewo ho na namo si enkenka MPP amanyokuro no omo di se yeto aba wo Jakubo na ekoba se MP NDC etumi nya bese 3% kwa na amafo di achi se na we di ba sai a chese ba o ma to from 19 chogbo nyinawa wo mo tu eko party baako na so party na ba ba mu o mu hu ne ekoso DC ya bako anabuka me asamo abatin odinka ba o manpanyin dada kofu apenso wa sanso aba e wo manpanyin akufu ada apenso enso na namu tete
Seven, mami founsi ya me pase ya shada ya ade we say documentary na say the wan kasa de we adu wani akwa kun Jakubo nti ye be demonstration wate me amadi animu ne ya demonstration say ne anana aka no ye be ye demonstration ati aban so omo to ma MPP nye ne NDC fo kra ntumi nya 3 kra wo Jakubo 3 chese odoto biri NDC fo nya 3 da ye be demonstration nti say we de man founsi ya ni asan ko man pene honum abusuafo mame ka say UTV awia prem to be kase ebo na ugusu a here live wo UTV so this social clay drink and special ice ensuo crogen best assurances any best savings saloons wo madam e de kase boy ebro no ye ba ye betan ko ayi woti region banda boase ami akwa akoye bana so no so akwa monisa na ewo ehonum said dem say me demonstration with Jakubo yi adanse ni amase nya be ayi boase rose say kra asan anyen ne so o magaye na mo mame fa nko MC adwumede na say a mampani se select na nado e kasa e wase wi a ya san ba beto so e wa kwan no eso
facilitate deeper financial inclusion by establishing the mobile money interoperability platform to promote seamless flow of cash amongst the various networks as part of efforts to promote a cash-light society and provide alternative channels for access to digital financial services. I'm proud that Ghana is the first African country to introduce a universal QR code, which has the ability to meet the needs of both banked and unbanked customers by facilitating payments from multiple funding sources, such as mobile wallets, cards, or bank accounts on any platform. Ladies and gentlemen, going digital has security and data privacy challenges. We're now faced with the issue of personal data protection and cyber attacks. Without the enabling policies and laws to secure the data and its proper use, we risk losing it all. Government has thus put in place the right cybersecurity and data protection laws to sustain the quality of experience in the use of the digital services. We intend to enforce them to the letter. Let me also add that the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization is in the process of developing a comprehensive digital economic policy and strategy that will guide our efforts to leverage digital technologies for economic and social development, as well as offer guidance for the financing, institutional strengthening, and human capacity building that would be required to achieve the objectives of the policy. I would encourage you in MTN to send in your comments, suggestions, and input to this process as a key stakeholder. I've been reliably informed that MTN has also ensured expeditious payment of its assessed taxes as a responsible corporate citizen. And this has been suitably recognized by the authorities. I congratulate you for the awards received from the Ghana Revenue Authority, including the Commissioner General's Special and Platinum Awards for the prompt settlement of taxes. I also want to thank you very much for your contribution of PPEs, vaccines, and other COVID-related relief items to support government's efforts to contain the pandemic. And I acknowledge also your support for the Ghana Cares or Bantampa program, which seeks to revamp our post-COVID-19 economy. As we continue to build our digital economy, together with the exciting opportunities that the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, presents to leapfrog Ghana and Africa's economy, we look forward to all stakeholders, particularly African multinationals within the telecommunications and ICT industry, to play active roles and facilitate continental integration through trade. Digital platforms, systems, and technology will play pivotal roles in the success of the AFCFTA. I'm confident that MTN, and indeed all players in the industry, will continue to collaborate with government as we roll out further initiatives to deepen digitalization in a more sustainable way. Ladies and gentlemen, government wants to work with the private sector, especially in the delivery of infrastructure. We constantly encourage private sector stakeholders to pursue initiatives which foster the achievement of our national goals. We remain committed to providing the appropriate enabling environment for business organization and sustainability, and we will work to attract more private sector investments into ICT infrastructure development, digital applications, and services. We will continue collaborating with you to address and remove any barriers that stifle digital inclusion. I must emphasize that healthy competition in the telecommunications sector is what engenders innovation and better service to the people of Ghana. The entry into the market has proven that, and we must all act collectively to ensure that competition thrives in an atmosphere of fairness and equity. All policy measures put in place by government are thus aimed at promoting and ensuring a level playing field for all. My hearty congratulations go to all staff of the organization, policymakers, regulators, vendors, service providers, and MTN subscribers, past and present. Government appreciates your hard work and continuous contribution to the telecommunications sector and the country as a whole. We are confident that many more organizations will be inspired by your 25-year journey and success story to emulate your achievements. Let me end by reminding MTN that the critical concerns of Ghanaians vis-à-vis the provision of telecommunication services are the affordability, availability, quality, reliability, and speed of the services. You should strive even harder to attain these goals. As you start another phase of delivering on your vision, I wish you and all your stakeholders rapid growth with many more successful achievements and the very best of luck. Once again, congratulations on your 25th anniversary. Accordingly, I declare MTN's 25th anniversary formally launched. May God bless MTN and us all, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. One more time, a round of applause. Wow. Mr. President, respectfully, may I invite you back, ably assisted by the Honorable Minister, our CEO, our board chair, together with the South African High Commissioner and the CEO of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. The moment we've all been waiting for is here. Can I respectfully ask that we move 2 steps back? Okay. And now, Mr. President, it falls to you to officially unveil the 25th anniversary logo. We're going to use a buzzer, a digital buzzer, because that's the future. And we're going to see the future of MTN in bright yellow. And so we count from 5 down. Are we ready? Together, let's go. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, and to God be the glory, 1. Mr. President, Honorable Minister, behold the new logo. And this is how we set the tone for 25 more years of delivering on the bold new digital world. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for MTN. Mr. President, respectfully, I ask that we please turn for a group photograph. Board chair, please position for the group photograph. And in a short while, we receive also members of the board and ESCO. Let's have some music right about now. Mr. President, if it pleases you, can we take one without the mask? Okay. Mr. President, this morning, it falls to me to say thank you on behalf of MTN for your continued support and for creating the enabling atmosphere. There are so many things you have to fix in this country, but when it comes to telecommunications and digitalization, forget it. We have already fixed it. It is nice to know you have a president who uses your network. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. If you don't believe it, check the message his wife sent him on his birthday. We did for you. And so, Mr. President, as a token of our love and appreciation, we have a little present to give to you. Let me. I invite the CEO, assisted by the board chair, to present to the President of the Republic this memento marking 25 years of brightening lives. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Okay. Mr. President, the last photograph will be with our members of the board. Respectfully, I invite you to please take your place down so that the board members can come up with management. And thereafter, we call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Respectfully, I invite the members of the MTN board, the foundation board chair, Professor Franklin Menu, the foundation board member, Mrs. Nabila Williams, a member of the ScanCom board, Mr. Felix Addo, and Mr. Kofi Dazi, another member of the board. Please come up. And the final photograph will be with all the members of our executive management. Respectfully, I invite you all to please come up. Let's make it snappy. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the team. Ama Bene Amponsa, Thomas Opiela, Kobna Benti Angel, William Tete, Samuel Addo, Samuel Kuranting, Dario Bianchi, Didier Safa Diakanda, Michael Bewonyo, Abubakar Mohammed, Eli Hini, Maima Kote, Joel Kojo Ganson, and the big man, Selom Adadebo. Okay, bring the music down. To this end, we say, may God bless you, the President of the Republic. May God bless our great family, MTN, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. Please rise for the national salute.
Yedi che kwansam ene yede ema MTN Ghana adwumako no se womadi emfie eye aduonu enum 25 years a womadi asom Ghana man ama network akwakodu nkro bebre so akane na ka bi kra enu ene se ye community watch ye ko Jacobu ni nkro awdo ni bebre ankofo kra ka se ho kra obehwe na network ni bi kra enko nkra na se nya MTN adaroma ene kra de obi etumi ye call enkasem se bara ye free honom na ye community watch ni MTN dwumedie ye mu no afai mame fa nko oti region udu oti region kroba ko honum ensoko banda boase wo banda district no emu no wom chese ekwan ya won patam honum nyina no chese wom ye ekwan ne nye wom ka chese kwan no obi a enhwe kwan no ho asem emma wom ye beko oti region emu we de eye banda boase wo ensoko bana boase ewo nsoko nso honorable Johnson say enu kwete anu krom ne nsoko asane akobana no yenko homra enkohwe wo so problem
akopie bana biema bana boase na wakopie sabie junction te me ka say one of the route a link to bana ene ne mpatamu no ene ne sa kwan we kasa say wo hwe a se ne kwan esitia no kora nyame anim Afia no timamufo omo bana ene ne mpatamu omo complaining about this same stretch of the road. Na me say this year no ankasa na abana fat no so ye hu say contractor okwan no so a na oye. Sisi ame no kasa de ma hu say niam nyina ne fidie nyina no asan afiri kwan no so. Ti niam ye bompa ye ne say contractor kro na oye no obesan ba site na wababa ye hwe kaya eneso lodo abide we na de brama we won kan ema munya bidi no aduane die ohwe normal minister abide fa so na ndi pada sene asia Africa mu a o maka directions a otimo se eya asefem ebi se mani fie die ebezi mi mpanyin fie so kwan we die tia ne tie aban ba aban ko omo ba ye be omo nya kwan ne maye we free nsoko kulunto to sa ye wanju kurum ye wi ase kurum kwan ka kwan bi e short we pa Ezo contractor for no mo ba omo mwaye Afia se ne de kan ye to fom da ko wa hwe kwan se na tita pantem ya eno no ma ye fa ya nya ne kan ne kwan se fa so no apem for ko no kuronim ebi otodo bi kura na ka asema ya den o ka zo bi kura mra me fa ya le ne kura na o ma ko kwan ne nye te sra ban so mwaye e kwan no so e boaye en e jone tan ene bana simple tie amaye kashu a omdi free hoba tan ha nya agro enna the center aduane ni bidie a omdi eload free hoba nya agro etoda bia ibi bicycle kura timi faso yetim anwea ne ateche ne ade se biesi ababi a megina yi aya ateche nko a nsuo to sesi a brother yentimi nyina ha enti ye besre aban ene ni mpanyimfo se tan ha ne bana ha ya kwan no de haye pa kesi ye pa nti omunyina enye yemwa am Roberts kura efa opportunity no mo robo amanfo agi omusika and that has been our problem so clearly a challenge ya government can say year of rules no uhwe government budget na menim say obe factorize bamba amanaye but one thing am pressure amananye so the option now has to be repackaged taken from bamba enfama ne pafufra obitimi aye enye sa Bamman see school down that na watumi aye kwan and that has been the problem. And I'm to me to say Bamman no so free ha into me can na him say e ahon ya to the point is say I made the crowd him say nsu to and na all ha me see. And they say maka I say me call parliament ya me rule parliamentary questions minister no me no be ya adwen e fa kwan obefa so kwan na e be fix it. The end of it is say kwan no ye be we ya bana honorable Ahmed Ibrahim abaton pesia so eno no ye se beka oti na ye ye de oti de no ebebro ma me fa nko tema moto we no eso eno so wo manfo e wo honom eche se ohaw ne amane hunu na eto wo mpa unim se nkura wodo bi abatema moto we kwan no eso akane no wo mo so enya kwan efa so edeko na so se wo mo che se e kwan ne nyanya ama se am Roberts ne ade na atie si wo mo so a unim ne chicho kofa under bridge o se committee 18 de no anasa ahyama de wombeto ahye so
ama womo aba abaye obone yenu abema ohene amponsa ene nkrofo bi akwakofa eso na anokra de Alhaji Moro enso de camera ekoso mo ne omanfo ne bi etwetwe enkomo ewo ho Why na ponsa
Hello Vim lady
aha ewie mamma ha ma akwa baba kase egbeso
yo mini aba meje so
me so che baby potia wo gina ne baby oha no wo ewo motorway ne so no
yo mini aba me da se wo ba eye tema motorway interchange na eye no foforo no sabia me no kase bi chese eho na eye omanfo no woni kire se wo nsem eka Vim lady sa wo hwa aka ne no se wo fitema na wa besin akwakosomo afọ eye assignment Timber market area honoma nanka utimi ekonentamtam so ufi krans na oba utimi ewuramu ekotema ufi eyetema community 9 ebefa eyeti avana area mu a utimi simu kama na yese ehunhia se wosan wochi ekofa eyeto run about ansa na wakọ nei so wo hwese ne omaye kwan no a ne edi kan asenkafo won etwi hyen ewo bia ha ne mo kire se ufi eyetema na tese bibinti wo san ko wachi a enya ade obetimi asan ko wonchi so wuramu ewo nkran motorway no so adi so ba be da na ho ewo eyete kwasi ansa na otinya be wuramu ewo ne tema so wo fi eyetema ansa na obesin akomu ekwa Simon na bibinti wadu ho nam na wo se wo da ne ho eho so wontimi nko ene adi so wotimi ekwa akokopie mu ewo Simon ansa na wotimi ada na ho na wo de akom eno ena ya asankafo ekire se enya ade etimi buo mu sabia me no kasai ba stop be bia emfa ne se ufritema anasa ufu akosombo wadu honum upese wusie na ufa kwan mu eko aplawo ene ade a ebetimi akom woni kire se kane no mpo na nke bedu baabi no utwemu kakra na nke ba stop honum a obetimi agina ene ene ade a obetimi akoso na nsen kura ekade na nka tese nyankopo amfafia anka sen kura mami bi ene ne ba ne nyina ne se wona sia woni pe kwan akọ the other side of the motorway ni nyina no wantimi ankwa na se enipa no enam lolo kwan ni mu eno ena senkafo kire se enya ade a etimi eboa bus stop eni ho wudi won so na wo kwan bi na wo de bebe wura motorway ni mu a enya ade betimi awuram kron kakran so ewo honom se bia eye wa ufi do wonya wo ba ufi ponkata man so awoba ni nyina nso be yo haw na ne yetwa won so no kra kire se ufi mu ankasa na wo de wani akire mu akoye titi badesa traffic edia be gina onom no ese wani ensa o ka kire so ufi mu nso ana so be mepie mu ewo assignment Timber market wo ekwa tamara na batwa eno nso de traffic aba be si o so atise wona ye kwan no wona ya ni nyina no manfo ho no wona kire se hot na no ene eho adwuma ye no ade a aye de papa eno nti wona atise yes third phase bi ba e be flyover wo so enu mani mo ya penifo hwe na wo mbe ye na entimi emboa manfo a wo ese abia yi
Amiena wase ewo amane a wode abre yenua ma ewo tema motorway kwantempo no so no omusu se baabi o mbedane wo ho bra wo mko baabi ntientie mu no ena akwakoye ahawo ekire kase ebo aka wo ye anim ne yede wo ma wo so kase wo makwan nye ebo affordable housing ho ne animal housing boundary project no eno so yede beto abusuafo anim abusuafo aha ene yede UTV ewia pam to be kase ebo no esiansa ne yebekọ no yanka aka mu ne ensema ede eto dwane bi vetting yes sen asoafo ne asoafo abede kira mo beboa asoafo na mo aye adwuma no ekoso e mra hyebedwama make as minister of state ye in charge of finance yera adubo ahe ene wo abejoko nanim a wo mbusebusa no enwuma bi a waye ene kwan a ene aban de ebo ebra no ewo yekohwe no sanso na works and housing minister yera Francis Asonso Boache ene ni ache ato emantem o hwenwuma ekoso ewo ene se de ho nso nsem enso esi etie yekọ eye Jacobu Amasia Central Community Watch yede ho nsem ede eno so ebremu ene ni aka nyina yede eka obremu yadane ho abasisi ade agudi ho nsem ene de aka ebebremu ne mo so ebite ade eva kase ebo no enso a emam me basisi a